goes around the estate. He has his favourite parking spots for certain times, and that's a complete little fish and chip shop that goes around the houses. Yeah, there's quite a few of them. Here we are. Forwards, we're always moving forwards. Electric coming in. That'll go to a consumer unit. Oops. There's the wires up and above. Here's it's only the boarding. We'll just do the roof, look. Be lights here, be lights there. Be a plug here. Come along the plug here. Oh yeah, fill all the little gaps with expanding phone. Any drafty gaps. More plug here. Plugs here, one in, one out, plugs. One in, one out, plugs. One in, one out, plugs. This stuff is I had to cut that in half, which has made the job twice as bad because it's too thick to put under this spacing here. So I had to cut it into bits and put it in. It took ages. It took way longer because all this lagging has had to be ripped in half just to make it fit, because it's a smaller gap, isn't it? Smaller gap up here. Yeah. But you know, it's all going to be lagged. This end's done. This bit's been fixed. Yeah, there was damage on here. Last time you saw it, that hadn't been finished. This is it's coming on really good. It's coming on really. Working from above, it's awkward, isn't it? Lights here. A drop light there. Yeah. It's be plenty of plugs. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Double plugs. Yeah. One light here. A light up there. Them LED strip light things. Yeah. It's coming on, really. These will go on the wall. This is different boarding. This is it's just basically to keep the lagging in there. That's all. Do you know what? It's mad, isn't it? It's the fiddly bits that take the time. Just the fiddly bits. But yeah, it's coming. I can't believe it sits at about £1,000 now. It sits at about £1,000. And it's been done as cheaply as cheap could be. This has had to be bought new, and the wood was bought new. But you know, I don't know. I don't know what you'd have to pay if you wanted to pay for one. But inflation, I'm gobsmacked. We've done it as cheaply as it's possible to do. Buying stuff off Facebook, FaceTime, whatever it is. Yeah, landing on what we can land on, using what we can pick up, what we can use, mixed with obviously new stuff on the base, and it's still at £1,000. Oh, windows are free, doors for free, you know, lots of contributions. But I think it'll be fairly big. I'm guessing, I don't know, I wouldn't know, but I don't know what you'd have to pay to have this, you know, get a firm to come in and build this sort of size of shed. Now I'm so far out of it. I guess £3,000-4,000. What do you think? You know, if you weren't a bunch of cowboys like we are, and you had to pay for that, bring a company in to build you a shed this big. It's just, I didn't really expect that it was this cost, and it was been done as cheaply as possible. Yeah, and there's still bits to do, but yeah, coming on really well. So, how much did we get? How many washers did we get for £1? Let's open the packet up and count them. 17 per packet.
17?
Yeah, was it meant to? Was it weight? Do you think they do it on, or do they make it look like 20, but there's 17 in there? Because they never mentioned a name. But yeah, they are handy. They're not just old penny washers. Are so useful. You call them penny washers, but they're worth more than a penny. So hold on a minute. 5 worked out at 5.88. I know we devalue, and I know 5 pence is nothing, but there's nearly 6p each. They're very useful. But at 6p each, you realise, wow. You know, obviously you buy a big box of them, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, something you take for granted. So that's why I do say I am a nuts and bolts millionaire on the basis of what we've just paid, £2 for a packet, which I thought a quid, even a quid for 17 isn't that bad. I wouldn't have thought if you need them to do a job. There's enough to do. A couple of mud guards. No, you to repair a mud guard or a bit of plastic or whatever. You don't until you actually get there and count them and add them up. Fixings and nuts and bolts are frightening, aren't they? Yeah. And obviously that's now with inflation. Obviously maybe 5 years ago the price would have been 50p a packet, or, you know, 10 years ago it would have been 25p a packet, or, you know. But yeah, stuff is getting so expensive. So on the basis that this is £2 worth, I am a nuts and bolts millionaire, aren't I? Shall I open a little hardware store? But, you know, we take them for granted, don't we? Penny washers. But I do notice my little jar. I thought, the only reason I bought them is I thought I'm a bit low on penny washers. Let's go and see how low I was on penny. Oop, don't drop them. There's 5.8p there. Let's go and see how short I was on the penny washers. Yeah, because you know I like to keep my stores full. So, yeah, on the basis of I was a bit, I know it goes nowhere, but yeah, I was a bit short on penny washers, really. We don't open that very often, do we? So let's give them a nice drink of WD-40. So they'll stay there nice and fresh for whenever we might need them again. Yeah.